First and foremost, congratulations to the New England Patriots. Big shout out to Bill Belichick. You got your 301st victory as a head coach in the NFL. Your third all time. I'm hoping perhaps you can mess around and pass George Halas and pass Don Shula as well and take your reigns as number one all time. And secondly, kudos to Juju Smith-Schuster. Despite the fact that we did not have an opportunity to extend our relationship with you being a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, you went on to go win a Super Bowl with Kansas City last year, and here you are being able to activate your TikTok Poppy powers and Corvette all over the goddamn logo of the Pittsburgh Steelers in the middle of the field. And lastly, shout out to Ezekiel Elliott having the best game of the season as a member of a New England Patriot, having over 100 yards of total offense and absolutely cooking the Steelers in Pittsburgh for the second time after returning since that 2016. I haven't forgot when we played against the Dallas Cowboys, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. I've been a fan for 23 years. I endured those choking years of Bill Cowher. And I'm sure those who happen to be older fans, you guys were able to live the glory days of Chuck Noll. You endured those choking years of Bill Cowher, but we got over the hump, didn't we? And remember how Cowher, or I should say Tomlin, came straight out the gate, firing straight out the gate with Cowher's guys, went to a couple of Super Bowls, we won one. Then in the 2010s, we happened to find ourselves battling injury in very clutch moments, ranging from 2014 all the way up until 2017. And then we have the Clown Brown go crazy in 2018. And in the last half decade, all we have done is underperform. And let me tell you something right now. Mike Tomlin, I have been one of the very few Steeler fans who have vocally supported you through it all. I have always talked about, man, it's not just him. Perhaps there's a lot of different, external forces that are playing roles that have since prevented him from being able to really galvanize the team over the hump. That ends today. This will be the final time that you ever hear anything from me regarding Mike Tomlin keeping a job, because as far as I'm concerned, I would like to see that man handed a pink slip, and we wish you luck in your future endeavors, because the last 2 weeks of Pittsburgh Steelers football has been the most embarrassing output of professional football I've ever seen in my entire life. Because it's one thing if we went into the games and we were 2-10. It's one thing if we went into the games and we were absolute dog water with no chance at the postseason and nobody believing that we have an opportunity to win some doggone games. But we go in there high off of a victory 2 weeks ago against the Cincinnati Bengals, where we ran and threw and had a collective total offense after firing Matt Canada for 400 plus yards. And then we put together the two worst outputs of Pittsburgh Steelers football over the course of this millennium. What kind of games were these? Where we host 2-10 football clubs that walk in and dominate us. James Conner comes back, dominates. Juju comes back, make play after play. Zeke dominates. Can't make a stop whatsoever. Offense flat. Let me ask you a question. What has Mitch Trubisky done to be a professional football quarterback at this stage in year number 7? He had that couple of years out in Chicago, but everybody knew when they went to the postseason, it wasn't because of him. They was able to, back up on that 2018 Bears defense. What has he done? Diddly poo, as Jim Mora would say. Why does he have a job? Mason Rudolph, we drafted him. We gave him opportunity after opportunity. Why does he still have a job? Why are we the only franchise that is refusing to go out and grab an actual prominent quarterback from somewhere? We make no moves in free agency. We make no moves when it comes to trading for somebody. We sit over here and think we can develop some people. It makes no sense. We enter games talking about we are confident in the, the powers, and we are confident in the preparation of Mitchell Trubisky. No, we're not. No, we're not. 7 was our last quarterback. We know what good football looks like, but we're going to sit over here and say, well, we can win football games with this. No, we can't. Nobody came to play today. Moreover, what is the offensive philosophy? We don't have one. We have George Pickens, one of the most talented wide receivers in the entirety of the NFL. Probably got the best hands in the NFL, but he never gets an opportunity to showcase it because we don't throw him the ball. Deontay Johnson, that man's a diva. As far as I'm concerned, he needs to be out the door as well. But damn it, we don't throw him the football either. Pat Fryermuth, we forgot he was even on the roster until we got rid of Matt Canada. Now we overthrowing him left and right. Najee Harris in the backfield, evidently we have times in which we can block for him, other times when we can't block for him. Jalen Warren, same shit. Offensive coordinator calling jet sweeps and trick plays like you're not down by multiple scores. Defense can't get off the field on third down, can't slow down Bailey Zappi until somebody got to go slap somebody in the goddamn face in the locker room in order to get them to play football. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. I called the entire game to a T while I was streaming this bullshit of a Thursday night football game. I said we're going to do exactly what the Mike Tomlin Pittsburgh Steelers do when we play against weak-ass motherfucking opponents. And I recognize football is 60 minutes, but what have I told you year in, year out? Anytime we play against a playoff-bound team, anytime we play against a divisional opponent, I know Mike Tomlin will have this team ready to play football to where it will be competitive. Or we play a team that's at the top of the league, we're going to go out there and give our best effort. Sometimes we may get our ass kicked, but you know we're going to actually play with a little bit of heart. We play against a team that's at the bottom of the league, oh, we going low. We going low. What was Shannon Sharp talking about before? Where he said Michelle Obama said once, when they go low, you go high. Oh no, the Pittsburgh Steelers, we go low. And sometimes we go to hell. We go all the way down there. If you line up a JV football team in front of us, I promise you it's going to be a competitive game and they might be in position to win when it comes late in the fourth quarter. Because that's the philosophy of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are underachievers. We are not a good football team. We look like we don't even understand how to play. The only time in which you can watch the Pittsburgh Steelers put a whack-ass team away is when you're playing on Madden. Or if you're dreaming, wake up. It's reality. We absolutely suck. I hope we get torched for the remainder of the year. I am not somebody who advocates for tanking. And you get 7 wins, you're not in a real position to mess around and tank. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't want anybody in the organization, anybody who happens to be a fan, to have false hope. If you're going to play this brand of football, pack it up. Don't even go out. Forfeit the remainder of the season. The fans shouldn't be subjected to this. And the people on the team, Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick, Alex Highsmith, and countless others who actually play their heart out week in, week out, don't come out here and complain. They take their lunch pail to work. They give it 110%. They shouldn't be subjected to this fucking bullshit. I hope they can either walk in free agency, don't renew your contract, or ask for a trade and go somewhere else where people can utilize your talents, because you shouldn't be accustomed to this fucking bullshit that's going on right now. And Tomlin, again, this is the last time you're ever going to hear from me. You can't turn this motherfucking ship around to where people actually go out there and want to play football. I need you to fuck up out of here before this season's even finished. Although I recognize that's not going to happen. When the season's done, I need your contract terminated, period. I don't want to see you on the sidelines no more. Because look at the faces of everybody throughout the game. Go back and watch it. You might be able to see it in just the highlights. Everybody just going through the motions. Nobody got no passion. Nobody got no aggression. Nobody got no fucking mindset. Nobody actually wants to go out there and take somebody's soul. This ain't the Pittsburgh Steelers of old. Ain't no goddamn philosophy that's here. Smash mouth football, hard-nosed defense, run the football down your doggone throat. That ain't what the Pittsburgh Steelers philosophy is now. Now it's just coast. We just move with the weather. We're like water. We don't form to what's necessary when things get hard. Oh no. We just, oh, well, you at the bottom of the league? All right, we at the bottom too. Oh, you at the top of the league? We're going to try to see if we can be at the top. That's us. That's us. We are absolute garbage and the laughing stock of the NFL. There could have been a winless team. Carolina got 1 W. If Carolina had no W's and they went 0-18 this year, well, 0-17 this year, they still would have more pride than the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that says something. As far as I'm concerned, fans should boycott home games. I wouldn't even go until they do something. Bring in a veteran quarterback. Bring in somebody who's actually done something in the league. I don't care if they washed up, but bring in somebody who's actually done something in the league and have them play quarterback. Instead of all these fucking washed up has-beens or never have-beens who happen to walk in and call goddamn snaps. Kenny Pickett, I recognize the boy's young, but who the fuck is supposed to be backing him up to where you can feel confident that they can take over the team and steer the ship until our starter gets back? We don't have that. It's ridiculous. The Patriots have their own quarterback issues with Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi. And you know what Bailey Zappi does when he comes out here? First half, throws 3 touchdowns. First Patriot quarterback to do that since Tom Brady 6 years ago. And of course it happens against who? The Pittsburgh Steelers. And lastly, I'll say this. This is the New England Patriots, but it's not the New England Patriots of old. This is a rivalry game, period, in it of itself, within organizations. Although most of the players have not had to feel that rivalry, but I can promise you that coaching staff, they know that feeling of being costed that 2001 AFC Championship. Hello, Troy Brown. 2004 AFC Championship. Hello, Spygate. 2016 AFC Championship. Hello, fucking Le'Veon Bell groin, Antonio Brown fucking losing his mind on the doggone sideline, unable to stop fucking Chris Hogan, and the countless years in between. And let's not even get started on the catch from Jesse James. Should you guys not walk in with a chip on your shoulder, wanting to prove to the other team, hey, we got your number? Back-to-back years we lose to the Patriots? How? These motherfuckers are bottom feeders at this point. You should be chomping at the bit to be able to get a W against these people, and you still go out there. Mike Tomlin, get out coached, get outplayed, and get embarrassed in front of your own home fans. Y'all should be ashamed. Nobody should be smiling going home. I don't want to see a single Pittsburgh Steelers post with players even smiling. I don't want to see no promotion for the next game. I think everybody under the sun should boycott this motherfucking team until they go out there and actually want to play a winning brand of football, because this is absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely fucking disgraceful. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And every single fan watching these Pittsburgh Steelers should not even want to watch them. I would go to the stadium and straight up boo motherfuckers. Not inside. Outside as the players enter, so they got to play in front of an empty stadium. It's the pandemic all over again. You got no fucking fans. Because not only do you not deserve them, you haven't earned them. Because you go out there back-to-back weeks. You lose to teams at the bottom of the conference. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I think we might be the first team ever in NFL history to lose teams under 500 back-to-back weeks at home. We might be the first. We might be the fucking first. And you know what's funny? Going into each game, you kind of expected to lose, didn't you? What does that say about us? There's no need for a fist up and gathering. Oh no. As far as I'm concerned, I want to see a fight. I want to see emotion. I want to see motherfuckers who are actually frustrated. I want to see reckless abandon. I want to see a team that actually has a little bit of pride about them. There should be brawls going on in the locker room right now. There should be brawls going on in the locker room every day up until the next game. Because somebody's got to appear to be frustrated. I'm tired of this rinse-repeat bullshit that happens week in, week out. You come into the next game as if nothing happened last week. Nobody come in angry. Everybody smiling. Nah, not this time around. Not this time around. We ought to start playing Russian roulette. Hey, man, something's got to change. Because what we seeing on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, yeah, this ain't it. I promise you, next week, we got a 3-game stretch. Everybody has a chance at the postseason looking to take our spot, which we don't deserve. We come out and we play like this. Listen, do me a favor. Fire everybody. Fire everybody. Send this to Art Rooney. Fire everybody. Get them the fuck out of here. I would rather Mike Tomlin have that losing season to where he gets the fuck up out of here and you start anew and we got to rebuild at the bottom and actually build up a real philosophy and a real culture around the team than this fucking mediocre bullshit that we're seeing week in, week out. Because this is getting ridiculous. Because all we do is just enough to stay over 500. That's enough. Contend for Lombardies. What's that? We just want to get a ticket to the postseason. Or maybe just not have a losing season. That's us. Y'all ought to be ashamed of each other. Ain't no way you look each other in the eyes inside the locker room and say, hey, you my brother. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to ride for you. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to fight for you. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put my life on the line to go and get this W. Ain't no way that happens inside that locker room. Ain't no way. Y'all got no heart. Y'all got no desire. And truly, you should be ashamed to go home to your families and call yourself a professional, because that ain't how y'all playing. Period.
following announcement has been paid for by the Chiseled Adonis.
You guys went crazy last month for the Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Chiseled Adonis shop sale. So it's only right that we bring it back for 1 week only. From the 5th until the 12th, you can get 20% off all Chiseled Adonis merch. Just use code CHRISTMAS and it'll be applied at checkout and you get 20% off on all Chiseled Adonis merch. Grab something before Christmas so when the tree comes out, you got something prepared for it.